Hello, bonjour, ça va? And how are we today? It is Monday, February the 10th, 2025, here in southwestern Ontario, Canada, by the beautiful frozen shores of Lake Huron. Coming on today, I know I haven't been on for a while, but been involved in a lot of 3D, physical activities, distractions, perhaps. We could look at it that way. Anyway, we're back. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. There are a lot of distractions out there, as well as distractions to keep us off focus of ourselves. When these I'm hearing it as like detrimental occurrences happen. We're to take that in stride. So, this is a message today about how to handle ourselves through all of this. It's like diversions. Diversion tactics, actually, is how I'm hearing it. Because they like to pull you away from your inner truth and your super alignments in the higher light. In other words, if you get to the point of really falling for it, like all of the news that may not be of the highest quality, shall we say, then you can actually, and I'm hearing it as like fall off your pedestal of light, or you tip your scales. You know, I'm a Libra. If you are into that sort of stuff, and you know, Librans, we're always trying to balance our scales. We're trying to the picture, if you don't know, for Libra, what I'm talking about is the scales of justice. So the weigh scales, and you know, it can go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Librans like equality, and we like things balanced. We want it equal. So we're constantly maneuvering to make sure everything is fair and just and equal. And if you get two pieces of the pie, so does everybody else. But when your scales are off, you're out of balance. Things aren't fair. They're not equal. They're not trustworthy, are they? Can't trust those scales, can you? To show you the truth. So the message today is to learn how to function in the eye of the hurricane. We talked about this years ago, but it's coming back again, still apropos. When we are in the midst of a maelstrom, is how I'm hearing it, and everything's flying, everything's flying, everything is going crazy, everything's going nuts, and we did warn you about that. How do you keep your center and be balanced? Because this is a healing channel. We're here to help and guide you. Keep your center, keep your balance, keep your scales equalized in the light. So you bring in higher spirit light, crown down, you balance yourself. You take your deep meditative breaths in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. And you keep your center and your balance. I'm also hearing the word dignity, so you keep your dignity in check. Well, yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Because if we let our emotions fly, it's, it can be quite embarrassing, can't it? If we look back on the things we say and do, when we are in the heat of the moment, the deep emotional outburst, Yeah, we can kind of wish we didn't react that way. So remember to keep your focus on your higher light. Keep your focus on yourself and what you're doing to create your new world, your new experience, the way you want life to be. Because if you get kicked off balance from that, you get swept into or drawn into the maelstrom. And you might even start to believe some of it, because some of it are just tactics. Some of it isn't true. Some of it is to pull you away from your center and to get you off balance, to have your scales unequal. And when you're off balance, you don't feel good, do you? Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Like you don't know which way is up. So pull back, pull yourself back in. Take a break from whatever it is you've been involved in doing in the physical. Come back to the spiritual. This is actually a blessing to be a part of this world, the energetics and the goings on. It's an amazing time period for mankind, for humanity, to step out of their old ways of being and into the new. So for myself personally, and we all have our own personal jobs, mission, soul purpose mission, dharma, whatever you want to call it. So for me personally, I am here to keep the balance, to equalize the situations. So when they're running out of control or everybody's freaking out, we help bring you back to your sanity. I always love that scene in Avatar, the first Avatar movie. She was the, what was she called? So there was the guy who was the chief, and then his wife, Tadzik or something. Anyway, she's the shaman, and she's looking at the Marine who has taken the Avatar's body, and he's trying to, worm his way into their good graces, and she's not having it. Like, she knows, she can read him, she knows. But he comes begging, and she says, but, your cup's already full. How can I teach you? Your cup's already full. And he says, no, my cup is empty. So she looks at him, she knows what he's doing, but she gives him a break. She gives him a chance. Okay, I'll give you a chance. And she hands him over to their daughter to teach him. And the daughter isn't too happy about that, of course. But she does eventually teach him, and he does get it. But she gave him a chance because her husband, the chief, was going to kill him. And she thought, just for a moment, if he can learn, there's a chance for peace. And that's what she says. She wants to help him out of his insanity and to teach him how to be sane. And he does. Phew. Good news. He does. Spoiler alert. There are 2 of those movies out now. You might want to watch them. They're really, really quite good. A lot of truth in those movies. So you pull yourself back out of the insanity that's going on around you in your world. There are a lot more insane things to happen, okay? Just giving you a little heads up here. I know we don't want to hear that, but that is the truth. And you're going to have to be much more balanced and less triggered than you are now. If you want to make it through the insanity that is to ensue, you have to pull yourself back in to core balanced. Learn your discernment, how to discern who's a liar, who's a truth teller. You're going to have to discern what's a hologram and what isn't. So quantum reality, you're going to have to learn about quantum reality. You're going to have to learn about structures of thought. This is what we've been teaching you for a long time now. About structures of thought. How are you thinking? What are you believing? Who's engineering your thought processes? Is it you or is it somebody else that you handed your power over to? Right? These are the biggest tests of your time right now. You need to be realigned to your higher dimensional line of time, your timelines, your divine line of time. That's your prime directive, because that's your sole purpose sign of time. So there are those of us, like myself, who've come in from generational spirit light teams who know how to help you and guide you through the tough times. And we're here to guide you through promoting peace and light and love. Because that's how, and I'm hearing it to say, how the angels of light operate from above. I guess that's the best way I can translate what I'm hearing. And those of us from the central sun, light beings, are in service to your planet and to your world. And we come here to help you learn what you have lost or forgotten from past divinity lines of time, so that you can be more inclined to be divine. That's how I'm hearing it. So come back into your higher light. That's how you get from here to there, from point A to point B. And not be scared. Right? If you're scared, if you're in fear, you're not in your higher light. Okay, that's how you tell. If you're in your higher light, you're at peace. And you feel love for everyone. Even if you don't like them in 3D, you feel that heart chakra love for everyone and everything. And I still am feeling that heart chakra love. It's not as intense as it was when we were talking about it a while ago, but it's still there. It's still resonating peace and love and light on your world, on your planet. It's spreading peace with its vibration. And when you come into contact with that, it's a higher elevation. I was working with clients on the weekend, on Saturday. And we were working on opening the heart chakras up to feel the peace and the love and the light, so that there could be a healing in regards to high anxiety, high stress, high confusion. What do I do? What do I do next in my life? That kind of stuff. And when we help people to feel their own heart chakra love, it just raises them in frequency. And all their fear goes away. It dissipates. It doesn't exist. And they only are left with the love vibration, the feeling, the frequency. And there's nothing more healing than that, because your whole body is at peace and at rest. Your mind is at peace and at rest. Your emotions, they balance out. Things make sense. There's no confusion. Oh, I get it. I see it now. I see the light. Oh, I'm not upset about my personal situation anymore because now I get why it's happening. We give you the evidence of your thoughts. And even if it's something in the world that is upsetting, we give you the information of the higher thought waves to explain what is really going on, why, and your part to play in it. And life becomes easier. Once the fear goes, and we fill your cup with love instead, you have a whole different viewpoint, a perception, a love of life, no matter what the strife. So you're in the center of the hurricane. You're in the eye of the hurricane where you can't be touched. Because you are the highlight carrying that thought wave for everybody. It's not just you. You carry it obviously for yourself, but you also are holding that for everybody else. We call it holding space. We hold your grace. So that's what we are doing here. The central sun beings of light are here to help produce more light on your world and on your planet, and to give you a respite. We've been hearing that for years. So once you fill yourself with that light and your fear and fright goes, there's an eloquence of spirit light within you. Other people feel it. They know it. She or he, they seem different now. Wonder what that is. They kind of glow. They're kind of just glowing. I wonder, how do they do that? Okay, so the secret's out. That's how you do it, through your love chakra. You come from love, you spread love, you give love, you share love, you receive love. That's how it's done. But you have to empty your cup of fear and make it disappear. And then the love can flood into it and fill your cup, and it's overflowing with love and prosperity and kindness and generosity and compassion and the will to live. And to live well. So this is your creation moment here. You're tossing out the old and you're recreating with a new thought wave, a new thought structure, a new way of being, a new light cell energy frequency body of light. And that returns you to your higher might. God bless. We give you peace, love, and light. We are speaking to you from our higher angelic central sunlight. Okay. Is there anything else? No, we'll speak with you or with them another day. Okay, I guess that's it. And yeah, so it's Zumba day. You know, I'm going to go off to my Zumba now. Woohoo! Love Zumba. Working out, by the way, I know I always say, you know, you want to come from your higher light. You want to be more stable-minded and grounded and everything. You've got to meditate, go out in nature, exercise. You know, I'm a dance nut. I love to dance. That puts me in a whole higher space, a whole higher frequency, right? But exercise, all of that helps promote your higher healing, right? You eat well. You don't eat too much. Treat your body well. If you have addictions, drop them. They can't come along with you in the higher light. Okay? They don't help you, they hurt you. And they're actually covering up the wounds and the traumas that you need to be healed. It's like they're shadowing it, they're covering it. You can't see what's really underneath all that. To work on it, to release it, to let it go. So you can raise your frequency. So as we said, and we've been talking a little bit more about it lately, is that you have to heal and nurture yourself. The body is included. Okay? It's not just the mental, emotional bodies. It's all the spiritual bodies. They're there to help you and to produce more light. Just have to ask. Okay, well, I'm going to go. I'm going to dance my afternoon away. All right. Blessings, everyone. Take care of yourselves and others. And if you do want an appointment with us, you can go to the website www.healingourenergy.ca and book your appointment today. All right. We'll talk with you again. Bye for now.